Alright guys, here we go. This is a new series or video, and what it's going to be is basically presser versus presser. So I'm on a quest to find the best presser, especially for modern books. I think that like older books, even Copper Age and older, I don't really know that one presser is going to be so much better than the next, but I do feel that in modern, it's a much tougher game, and the best presser maybe could be found. So anyway, what we've got here is my boy RAG718 sent me some books that his guy pressed, and they didn't make it as 9/8. So I'm going to see what my guy can do. So we're going to unbox these. If you haven't subbed up RAG718, check him out, man. He does a lot of awesome hauls, very similar to myself. He sends tons of stuff to CGC also. So here we go, man. I'm going to open this up, and I've had these for a while and just haven't had the chance to make the video. Alright, oh, I love it, man. Look, tape pulls. That's the way to do it, guys. Tape pulls, just like I do on all my stuff. Shouldn't have to dig into these boxes with razor blades. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at these and see if I think, they're 9/8 candidates, at least, maybe see what my guy can do. If I see anything on the books that I definitely don't think will let it be a 9/8, then I'm not going to bother with trying to get them pressed and submit them, because the books really aren't worth a whole bunch. They basically, it's 9/8 or bust type of stuff. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, basic, perfect shipping, guys. I mean, exactly what I like to do. Put the books in a bag, take all the slack out of it. Yeah, Rag knows how to ship, dude. Props to Rag. All right. So, Iron Man 219. And I'll quickly take a look at these. This is Wolverine Origins. Which number is this? I can't remember. Number 2. So that's the American flag variant. And this is Spectacular 101. And Alpha Flight 51. Alright, so I'm going to quickly open these and take a quick look and see if I think that we've got a chance to get these to be a 9/8. Alright, so first one. Alpha Flight 51. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, so I see one little non-color breaking spine stress that maybe my guy can get out. Also, as I'm looking at the edge, the overhang is curled a little bit, so maybe my guy can work some magic. Oh, and you know what? There's a little something on the very top. Okay, so I'll take you guys through each one of these books closely, and we will see. I'll give you my opinions on them. So, save that one there. Okay, next is the Spectacular. So, the Alpha Flight 51, I think, has a chance. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, this one's got like a scratch or something in the middle of the book. Almost looks like there's an A written there. It's got like a little mark too. I don't think this one's gonna make 9/8. Color breaking spine stress. Yeah, this one I don't think has a chance at 9/8. Take a look at the back. A couple more spine stresses. 3, 4 little non-color breaking ticks. Back cover, got a little, a couple little things, but I'll take you through it, guys. And so this one I don't think can make it. Gosh, it would be really close. Well, the color break, no, I'm gonna say this one is not gonna make it. All right. Yeah, it's possible that CGC could give a book a 9/8 with a color break. Small color break, spine tick, but that's not something that I'm gonna try and submit, because I don't think that that's going to fly. Okay, so this one. Boy, it's got a little tiny mark there too. I don't know if that's in the... Actually, it looks like it's in the print. So I think that might be okay. Boy, just little tiny lift on the one corner. Let's see, what did they see here? Some scuffing on the back. Light. You know, it's possible. You know, bindery tear on the bottom. You know, I've seen CGC give 9/8 to stuff that's got bindery tears like that. Boy, this one is borderline. Yeah, this one is borderline, man. It might make it's possible. You know, it's possible. There's not a whole lot, a little bit of a spine roll that I think could be holding it back. You know, maybe we could roll the dice on that one. The Alpha Flight, definitely think has a good chance with my presser. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put the Spectacular away because that one I don't think can make 9/8. So we're not gonna experiment with that one. All right, Iron Man 219. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there's a spine stress. It's really tough to see if it breaks the color. White covers, man, it's tough to know if that spine stress breaks the color. Okay, what else we got? Just the overhang's got the littlest little, you know, kind of curl to it. You know, some bindery tear at the top. I think that would be allowed in a 9/8. Little bit of an edge lift on that back. And just the tiniest little defect down at that bottom corner there. This one. This one's a toss-up. Little bit of a mark here. Almost looks like, you know, it's like an indent from tracing. And it comes through on the back side. So I'm surprised that RAG's presser wasn't able to press that out. I don't know. That may not come out completely. It may be really, you know, really in there. But let's try and send that one too. Let's see if I can get the light to shine on this just right for you. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of barely make it out there. Some of these defects, guys, are just gonna be tough for you to see there. That's probably as good as I'm gonna get that spine stress right there to show up. It's really tough to see if it breaks color. Okay, now the back here, just the littlest defect on that corner there. Let's see. Get that light to shine right. Okay, so you can kind of see how it's lifted up there. There we go. Okay, so you can see that. So that should improve. Little edge right there. Come on. Okay, you can see it right there. That we should be able to improve also. What we can't do anything about is that bindery tear right there. And but that could potentially be allowed in 9/8. Alright, so that's that one. Just a little bit of a spine roll. Okay? It's pretty easily seen there. Across the whole thing. So I know my guy can get that out. Will that be enough? Not sure. It's got some scuffing and stuff too, guys. and you're not going to probably be able to see it, but I think that that should actually be allowed in a 9/8. A very minor amount of scuffing. So I think that the main defect with this one is that spine roll. You know, this was the area that I was looking at that I thought might have been a problem right there. But as I get that light to shine over it, so that actually looks like it's in the print, that white there. So I thought that was a scuff, but as you shine the light over it and get that reflective, you know, off of it, the reflection, then you can see that it's actually in the print. Okay. Now, right up at here is a little bit of an edge lift. Let's see if I can get this thing to show up. There we go. All right, so you see that right there. That'll definitely flatten out. The spine stress is really, really tiny. It doesn't appear to break the color. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get you guys to see that. This one is close. And just the overhang. A couple little defects in the overhang. Let's see if I can get that to show up. Very, very minor. Minor stuff. But when you're talking 9/8, guys, it's gonna be minor. Okay. Let's see if I can get the light. Okay. So the edge there's a little kind of dimple. I don't know what that is. That probably will come out. Little dimple there. Yeah, I think that little dimple should come out. Doesn't feel like that there's a piece of sand or something in there. Okay, so there's a little defect right there. You can see that the edge is just not exactly straight. It's got the littlest kind of curl to it. Okay, there we go. Little finger bend right there, right in that explosion. That should flatten out. And, you know, I don't know, I hope you guys can see that the edge is just, at the end, is curled a little bit. That's not completely flat. So that's really about the only defects in that one. So that one's got a really good chance, I think. And I'll go ahead and show you the spectacular, I guess, since we're looking at them all. And I'll show you the defects in that one that, in my opinion, are going to stop it from being a 9/8, even if it gets pressed again. Okay, so there's a color break right there. You're not going to see it. You might be able to see the spine stress. So it's right there, just right above this window, this last window before this big black spot. Okay? And there's a little color break there. There's a few other spine ticks too, but they don't really seem to break the color. Even though this one on the top of that kind of black area on the spine looks a lot bigger, it doesn't break the color. So I think that this one with that color break, and actually there was something else. I think it was on the back. Okay, so no, it's on the front here. All right, so let's see if I can get this to show up. There's this line here. I mean, I don't think that that's in the print, but it's like a smear. And then there's a almost like a letter right here. Let's see if I can get that to show up. It looks like someone carved an A into it. Yeah. So you see that? And you can see that mark there showing up real good now. So that mark right there and that A, I don't know if that A will press out. And that mark seems like it's, you know, it's possible it could be a printer's mark too, guys. Maybe I'll get my guy to press this and then see if that A comes out, if that mark looks better, and maybe decide then if we send it to CGC. Because this one it's borderline, but my personal opinion is that little tiny baby spine stress that breaks the color is going to stop this one. Maybe there's a little bit of dirt along the spine here that could clean up. It's not much. Just the corners, just, kind of bent a little bit. See how it's bending down right there? It's all minor stuff, guys. I mean, the book is easily probably a 9.6. So, there we have it. We'll go ahead and, I guess, get all 4 of them pressed. And then I'll have to regrade this spectacular 101 after my guy's done with it. And we'll see if I think that it has a chance. It's borderline. I mean, I would kind of say no, but I really want to see what's possible. So, it's worth, I guess, experimenting with the press, at least initially, before it gets sent off to CGC. And we'll see what happens, guys. So, now also, let's kind of discuss at least my thoughts, all right? So, the thing is, at this point, I would think for this to be kind of a success and trying to find a better presser, at least 2 of these would have to come back in 9.8. If 1 comes back, I wouldn't even count that. I would say probably the 2 pressers are equal. 2 would be like kind of borderline, even still not 100% like hands down that someone's better than the other one. And plus, a couple of the, only really what? Only one of these books is a modern book. So the other ones are basically Copper Age. So this is the one that really would tell us, who can be better with the moderns. My own personal opinion is that with Copper Age and older, I don't really think that this presser versus that presser is going to do too much of a difference, because I don't think there's as much skill involved as doing these moderns are really tough. A lot of pressers charge more for moderns because they're tougher. Where all these older books with the different paper quality, it's newspaper print inside. It's just easier for the guys to do, and I don't really think there's that many tricks or secrets that people would have. So anyway, we'll see what happens. And I'll keep trying to do this, man. Any other YouTubers, if you got rejects that you think could make it, then we'll play with it. Let's see if we can lock down who the best is. Because that's only going to help all of us get better grades in the end. All right, guys. So next video, I guess, will be when these come back. And I'll let you know if I end up deciding to send this one or not. This one, I'm thinking no, but we'll at least try and press it to see what happens. So that's it. Thanks again, all RAG718, awesome guy. Sub him up if you haven't already. And guys, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys. So the books are back. If you want to watch me unbox them live, then you can search for my live CGC unboxing from April 30th, 2020. I'll try and put a link in the description for that video if you care to watch me unbox these live. So anyway, these are the results. So we got the Wolverine Origins 2 American Flag variant, came back in 9.8. The Alpha Flight 51, first Jim Lee art, came back in 9.8. This Spectacular Spider-Man 101 did not. And this is one that I really, even before it was pressed, I thought that it didn't really have a chance, but I figured let's just send it anyway to see what happens. My own personal thought is that this mark, anyway, the mark that I showed you right around here is going to stop it from making 9.8. Iron Man 219, first Ghost. That one did not make 9.8 either. I thought this one did have a chance, I believe, but anyway, didn't make 9.8. So 2 of them came back 9.8, and 2 of them didn't. So that doesn't really give us an absolute clear picture. I mean, there's no way that one sample set could, but it definitely leaves something I think that needs to be further investigated. We definitely need to keep this series going to see if we can collect enough data to really get us, some solid observations, right? So, I can't come and say that my presser is definitively better than Rag's presser. I can't do that because, it just, if all four of them came back, then I would maybe say there's probably a good chance. And I still wouldn't say it's definitive, like that guy's going to press better than, or my guy's going to press better than that guy all the time. You don't really know. But with only two of them coming back 9.8 and the other two, not making it, even though one of them I personally thought wouldn't make it anyway, still not a big enough of a sample set to say, hey, there's a definite, winner here so far, or there's a definite more skilled presser between these two. So it's close. I'd say you lean towards my presser, but then the problem with that is that my presser couldn't lose, right? Because it's like, what could happen? Worst case scenario, they all come back as not 9.8s, and then you just go, well, we didn't learn anything. And then if they all, so there's no way for him to technically lose, so we have to take that into account too. Even just resubmitting stuff, like I've done many times, I've been able to get things to come back 9.8 after a second submission. So, anyway, I'm sorry to say we haven't found the world's greatest presser yet, but I'm not going to stop trying. If there's any other people that watch this video, any other YouTubers out there that want to kind of participate in this experiment, might as well keep it going. If we can really lock down who the best is over a period of time, that's going to be better for everyone. And like I said before earlier, I'll say it again, in my personal opinion, with the two pressers I've worked with, is that the moderns are the key, okay? I think that there's more skill involved with these type of books than Copper Age or older. I think that everyone I don't think there's any secrets out there for those type of books, for these type of books, right? I don't think there's any secrets. I could be wrong, but this is just my own personal observation. Or if there are secrets, they're not as drastic as what can happen with these books, because the paper is completely different on these guys. I mean, you put too much humidity, you press this thing into a solid piece of cardboard. So there's, whereas these older books, they're not as difficult. If you're going to start trying to press by yourself, start with these type of things. You're not going to ruin them. But anyway, so that's it for the first kind of round one of presser versus presser. I'll try to label these as episodes. This one will be episode 1. Hopefully we can find some other people that want to participate. I'd rather kind of deal with local pressers rather than sending stuff off to get pressed, because, man, the guys who are really busy or whatnot, I don't want to try and send a book to different pressers because the videos would take like a year, so it's, for me, I think it's easier to get some rejects that people think that are, are candidates, and have my guy try to see if he's able to improve them, because he is local and I can get that done quick. Maybe later we could look at some of these other guys that, are quote unquote professionals that are backed up for 3 months. Maybe once we kind of whittle through some different people, then maybe we'll start seeing, okay, is the high dollar guy that has a 3-month waiting list, is he better than the local pressers that we think are, the top tier pressers? I don't know. We'll just keep going with it, see what happens. It'll be interesting, and if we can get some solid data as to who we think, has a better chance of giving your book the best press, because there's no way it's going to be the best press ever, right? But who has the best chance maybe for that book? And hey, it may be different for this type of book and for this type of book, right? We may find one guy that, man, he's got copper freaking nailed down. That's where you send your copper books to.
This guy's got, moderns nailed down. Send all your moderns to him. This guy's got the Silver Age stuff on lock. Send stuff to him. Anyway, so if we can find that type of thing out, it's going to help us get the best grades. And when you're like me and Rag, we're looking for those modern 9.8s, and we're looking for the highest grade we can possibly pull out of our books. So with that being said, guys, thanks for checking this video out, and I will try to keep these things going. I guess as quickly as we can. Reach out to me if you want to participate, guys, or if there's any other pressers out there, reach out to me. It's going to be good for everyone, right? It's going to be good for everyone. All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anyone you think might benefit. And please remember to use discount code CRYPTO at Exchange Collectibles for 10% off.